So welcome to the iAIM Investment Management Macro and Market Update. My name is Rose Marcello and I'm Director Client Portfolio Manager with iAIM. With me today for this conversation, I have Sébastien McMahon, our Senior Economist, Chief Strategist, and Vice President Asset Allocation. Sébastien oversees a variety of managed multi-asset solutions for iAIM. Good morning, Sébastien. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
I'm doing good. Happy to be here. It's our last edition of the year.
Yep.
And I have a question, a topic I might say that might sound contrarian to some. So we've been hearing the word recession almost everywhere, in specialized media, mainstream media. And if it does materialize, it might be the most telegraphed recession ever. Is there a probability that we're wrong? Or a decent probability that central banks could succeed in executing a soft landing for the economy?
Yeah, there's a decent probability we're wrong. We think the odds of a recession are about 70 to 80%, which means that there's one chance out of 4 that there's no recession, so it's not a certainty. And again, maybe just qualify this recession that we're seeing coming. It's not 2008, it's not 2020. It should be, let's say, weakness or maybe like a stalling economy. We could see some volatility through the year. So will we have a contraction early, middle, or end of the year? It's hard to tell. But if you look at this chart here, these are the forecasts from the survey of economists from Bloomberg, showing that growth in Europe, in the US, and in Canada in 2023 should be close to 0 overall. So we're not talking about a complete collapse of the economy. Of course, China is expected to grow a bit stronger, but in the Western world, let's say, where will growth come from? That's a very interesting questions we're digging in now.
Good to know. So nothing major like 2008, really a slight slowdown, let's say.
Exactly.
We're only a few days out before the end of 2022, and most portfolio managers and financial and investment advisors are thinking about their allocation for next year. What's your take for a global portfolio, and are there specific spaces where you see the most value?
Yeah, sure. So what you see here, this is our current positioning. Remember that we're a tactical manager. So right now we're still positioned defensively because we think the absolute low is maybe not in, probably it's somewhere in early 2023 or middle of 2023. And as we move forward through time, we'll keep you posted of how we think about the absolute lows. But if you look forward, well, Canadian equities right now are very cheap. They're attractive. When the stock market has pulled back as much as recently, it's interesting to be invested for the long run. And especially if in 2023 we do reach the absolute low, that means that this is going to be the birth of a new bull market. You want to be in the market before that. So maybe there could be some volatility ahead in the coming few months, but staying invested with, we favor a tilt towards Canadian equities. I think that's a good recipe.
Good to know. So the fundamental principle still applies, like remain invested, and especially if you have a long-term horizon.
Exactly.
Great. Thank you so much, Sébastien.
Sure. Pleasure.